Silver State Tradings here. Back at it again. Just happens to be 4:30 in the morning. But I find myself not able to sleep. I'm sitting here thinking about my backdrop, so why not get up and get to work? So I don't know if you can see this on camera, but I have painted the wall here with primer. So I went, for those of you keeping track at home, I went back to Home Depot. I picked up an 8-inch roller with a pan. And I rolled this with the primer. So now my tally is at about 85 bucks total investment. That does include probably about $15 worth of tape right here that I have yet to use, but you know, you can never have too much tape. And I was running out of the masking tape that I bought previously or my previous layout that I used to tape off the incline decline. So you could always use more tape. But for those of you curious what this will cost or whatnot, you know, you could probably do it for a little bit cheaper than I did. I know I had a comment about you can mix your own paint. I don't know anything about that, but you know, there is ways to make this cheaper. So with that said, I got the primer down, and now I'm going to start with the first color, which is going to be, show my glasses on here. Let's see, subtle blue. So this is what's going to be the sky color for my layout. So again, I need to give credit where credit is due. So I watched a video from Railfan220 on how he did his backdrop. So I am I am copying his color choices. So I love the mountains. I live near the mountains, so I want to do a kind of a mountain scene. What he's doing on his layout is his backdrop is going to be kind of showcasing a forested mountain area on a cloudy day, which is why he chose the colors that he chose. So for example, here we go. This is Juniper berry. This is more of these are all kind of a play on blue, if you will. So this is going to be the tree line. And let's see this one here. I might get this wrong. I don't have my paper in front of me. This is chalky blue. And I think that's going to be the mountain line. Let me just double check. Is this my paper? Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so Juniper berry is going to be the tree line. Hillside is going to be the chalky blue, like I mentioned. And then the mountains in the distance is going to be the Constellation, which I believe is this color here. Yeah, this will be the mountains in the distance. And then I have two colors for the sky. So I might only use one of them. So this, you know, this is the color that I used. I could have saved $6 by not doing that one there. So for those of you keeping track at home, that's going to be kind of what I'm doing here. So this Juniper berry, I'm going to do a line of trees here, followed by the hillside in the back, and then it'll be the mountains in the distance, and then the rest of it up here will be the sky. That's kind of the plan anyway. Now he models in HO, I model in N scale, so kind of whatever he's doing, I gotta roughly cut it in half. So we'll see, but you know, I haven't done this before. I am by no means a painter by any stretch of the imagination. So let's just get to work. All right, so I'm just going to start painting here. Again, I'm using subtle blue. This is a PPG code. I don't know if I have it on here. I do. Okay, 1152-1 for those of you curious. I'm just going to roll this on. I bought roughly an 8-ounce tester can, so we'll see if I have enough to do this. And I poured a little more than half of that bottle in my paint tray here, and I'm just going to roll it on out for the sky. I'm not going to go all the way down. I'm probably going to go down to maybe about 2/3 down, because the bottom of this is going to be the mountain, the trees, the hillside. So I don't need 100% coverage. So that's how I'm going to do it. All right, and just like that, that's done. I think that was maybe 5 minutes of my time, maybe 20 seconds of your viewing time. So, all right, it is very subtle. So, there we go. Now, I didn't tape off any of my brackets. I didn't paint all the way up to the bottom of my shelf there. So I did nick it a couple of times with the paintbrush and the roller. I don't care. I'm not going for perfection. Um, I'm going for ease of work because, as I've stated numerous times, time is not my friend. So with how busy my life is, this works for me. I can get it done quickly. So I'll let this dry, and then I'll come back and I'll do the next line, which will be the distant mountains, where I'll freehand that with the paintbrush. So either you're all going to be impressed or you're going to be deeply, deeply concerned for me. So we'll see how that goes. But we'll come back when this dries. All right, now I'm going to do the distant mountains, and I'm using Constellation. It is, that's the color of this one. This is, it doesn't have it on there. Distant mountain is PPG 115-4. So biggest thing I'm trying to figure out is what height I want to do this at. So this is going to be off in the distance. So I think I might do it around here. So I'm just going to trace the mountains here. Let's see how it comes out. All right, well, that's what I came up with. I don't know if it looks any good, but I'm going to fill the rest of this in with the paint. I'm not going to do that on camera. It's just filling it in. So this is layer 2. So I got the subtle blue for the sky, and this is the distant mountain, which I use Constellation. And then from there, I'll do the chalky blue next, which I'll do a distant tree line. And then I'll do, or I think they call it more of the hillside, but the way I saw it kind of model was more kind of like a distant tree line. And then finally, I'll finish it with the juniper at the bottom, which will be the close up or the closer tree line, if you will. So I'm going to get to filling this in. All right, this is the paint all filled in. I didn't go all the way down to the bottom because I don't think I need to. So I was trying to do distant mountains and a little bit of rolling hills. I don't know if I accomplished it or not, but that's what I got. So, you know what you guys think. So this will dry. And once it dries, I'll do the next layer. And we'll just keep going from there. All right, next I'm going to put in the hillside. I'm going to be using the color Chalky Blue. It's a PPG color. Code is 1153-5 if you're curious. So, never done trees before. I'll see how it goes. All right, well, I got it in. Bunch of happy little trees. Hopefully it looks okay. Again, I'm not an artist. I've never done this before. I'm just trying to follow somebody else's idea and see if I can make it work on my layout. I got one more layer to do, and that's it. So hopefully this does it. No taking it back now. All right, well, I'm gonna let this dry and we'll do one more layer. All right, I'm gonna put the last coat on now, which is going to be Juniper berry. The code for that is PPG 11456. I'm also, after I finish this, I'm probably going to go back and I'm going to fix the tree line. I think I'm going to make it a little bit shorter, so kind of go back in there with that paint color. But anyhow, let's get back to work here. All right, and just like that, I'm done. I think I have about a total of maybe an hour and 20 minutes wrapped up in this. I did this all in one day. So pretty happy with how it turned out. The trees could be a little bit better, but again, not an artist here. But I think this adds a lot more character to the layout. Really excited to get the track back in. Maybe start gluing it down a little bit, at least areas that are behaving. But anyhow, let me know if you have any questions about this. I hope you enjoyed this one. But with that, thank you all for watching. You all have a good one.